Hello everyone, my name is Chrissy and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be participating in readathons again. I'm participating in the All the World's a Page readathon that is in April. I heard about it from Olivia's Catastrophes channel. I will link her down in the description below because I'm joining her team, which is Team Tragedy. There are two other hosts. One, I believe, is the leader of Team Histories, and the other is the leader of Team Comedies. I'll link all of that down in the description below. All of the books that I picked for this readathon are ones that I own, and that's going to be a goal I have this year, is to only choose the books that I own for these readathons. We'll see how that goes. But now, just to go into the prompts. So as said, I'm on Team Tragedy, so we start with Titus Andronicus. When family drama becomes messy to the point of violence. Read a book that focuses on family. The book I picked for this is We Were the Mulvaneys by Joyce Carol Oates. This follows a family after a tragedy strikes the daughter of that family, and then how they handle it. So I have a feeling it's going to be sad. The next prompt is Romeo and Juliet, a tale as old as time, and arguably Shakespeare's most popular play. So read a hyped book. I don't know if this necessarily counts as a hyped book, but I do remember a lot of people reading it and talking about it, so I'm counting it myself. The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I don't know a lot about this book. I do know that it is by an indigenous author and that it is supposed to be a horror book. I haven't read a lot of horror. I'm hoping I like it. This is definitely one that if someone wants to buddy read with me. The next prompt is Julius Caesar, Et tu, Brutus. Read a book that will stab you in the feels. Before I show the book, I actually have a pen holder that is Julius Caesar. At any rate, the book I picked is Mercy by Jodi Picoult. I just remember reading My Sister's Keeper and being in the feels for that one, so we'll see if I get teary-eyed with this book. The next prompt is Hamlet. It's one of Olivia Catastrophes' favorites, and also Shakespeare's longest play, so read either a long book or a 5-star prediction. I picked one that's both. And this is not the longest book I have, but it's almost 500 pages, and it's To Say Nothing of the Dog by Connie Willis. I love Connie Willis's writing, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book, so I have a feeling it's going to be 5 stars, and it is pretty long. The next prompt is Othello, Villains, Manipulation, and Friendship. This book has it all. And a black main character. Read a book by a black author. Originally for this prompt, I had The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin, but that's only if I can get to The Obelisk Gate this month. If I can't get to it by the end of March, then I'm going to use this book for that prompt. But if I can get to this book, it's going to be this book. Next prompt is Macbeth. Well, that escalated quickly. Read a short book. The book I picked for this is Out of the Silent Planet by C.S. Lewis. It's really short. It's less than 200 pages. I got these because I've been wanting to read more of C.S. Lewis's stuff, and yeah. Okay, the next prompt is one I'm actually not going to do, and it's King Lear, if only characters saw past their pride and greed and listen to each other, listen to an audiobook. I am not great with audiobooks. I think it'd be fabulous if I could pay attention to audiobooks, but here's what happens when I read an audiobook. What did they just say? What chapter are we on? I thought I was on chapter 2. The only time I really like to listen to audiobooks is when I'm on a treadmill, and I haven't been to the gym in quite a few years, so I'm skipping that one for now. The next prompt is Antony and Cleopatra. The verbal banter and sparring between the characters in this play is everything. Read a book by an author whose writing style you enjoy. I picked A Madness of Angels by Kate Griffin. I've only read one book by Kate Griffin, which was Stray Souls. I really enjoyed her writing style, so this is the first in the Midnight Mayor series, so I have high hopes. Oh, I'm gonna ruin the pronunciation to this, but let's do it. Next prompt is Coriolanus. He's trying to appease and listen to those around him. Read a book recommended to you by someone else. And the book I'm picking isn't so much recommended to me by a singular person. Rather, I kept seeing it being recommended on a lot of like thriller and horror book channels. And that is The Ruins by Scott Smith, which surprised me, by the way, because I got this book in a mystery book bag. And then I kept seeing a lot of people talk about it and how it's good. And I was like, excellent. Next prompt is Timon of Athens. It's all about money, 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 money. Read a book that was an expensive purchase. It's not very often that I pre-order books, and especially hardcover books nowadays, because I'm trying to not spend too wildly on books. But I did pre-order The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. Not the most expensive book in the world, but it's pricier than I would have otherwise spent. And then lastly is Problem, All's Well That Ends Well, and it ended happily ever after for everyone. Kind of? Maybe? Read a book that you think will have a happy ending, but it's okay if it doesn't. I did pick one that I know is going to have a happy ending because it's a historical romance, and it is To Sir Philip with Love by Julia Quinn. I had read the first 4 books of the Bridgerton series, and then I just stopped. So I'm picking it back up again. And that is my TBR for pretty much April. Will I get through all of these books? Likely not, but I'm going to do my best. If there's any books on here you want to buddy read with me, let me know. I'll have my contact information down in the description below. Also, let me know if you're joining this readathon so I can watch your TBR video. Thank you for sticking with me, and as always and forever, may you get lost in a book.